quadrupled, and they're now saying, hey, it's time for us to increase tariffs, and we want to increase tariffs by 100%. However, the minister is saying you cannot increase it by 100%. Yes, we're going to approve an increment. There's going to be an increment, but we're going to ensure that there is a balance where Nigerians don't have to pay and wound themselves financially. At the same time, the companies don't have to bleed out and die, in terms of operations. So, what are your thoughts? Are you ready to pay more? I'm talking about for making calls, for data, all of that. Are you ready to pay more? What do you think? I mean, if it will bring better services, because we've also noticed that some of these telecommunications companies are not operating at an optimal rate. So basically your thoughts on that one. I'd like to hear from you. But let's now look at my third big story. And it's going to take us to the Element axis of Rivers State, my third big story. And it has to do with, Petroan coming out to lament about the condition of the east-west road, that area, where the refinery is. And they're saying it has made it difficult for truckers to lift petroleum products. What I'm taking from that statement, I mean, I'm not going to look at all the other things they've said. What I'm gleaning from that statement is that the Petroan refinery may just be working, and it spells good. It feels like it's a good news, right? It feels like if we get that road working and then truckers can access or lift petroleum products, then it might become cheaper. I'm talking about the price of petrol. It might become cheaper. And with the level of competition that we envisage in the country, Port Harcourt refinery, Dangote refinery, Warri refinery, all of these refineries, we expect that the prices, will reduce. The prices of petroleum products will reduce. You know what that means, and if it reduces, it means that we may just have better life, or a better life in 2025. All right, those are my big stories. I like to get your thoughts, but it looks like I do. Oh, no, I don't. I was going to say I do have a commercial, but I don't. So I'm going to go straight to the phone lines right about now. I want to get your thoughts. I want you and I to talk, and let's talk for development. What are you thinking about these big stories? These are the big stories for today. I've had to compare them to other stories that made the news, and then the stories are the big stories. You may want to add, the federal government's response to the permanent secretary, who said the other day that the Nigerian air might just come into operation in no distant time. Maybe I can't remember the timeline he gave, but he made mention of that yesterday, remember. And now the FG has countered that. The federal government is saying that's false, that's a lie. I want to get your thoughts, basically. All right, so I'm going to the phone line, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306416. Once again, 0809 0306416. Let's get talking, and let's talk food development. This was just, with my observation, they have increased tariff because the way airtime and data finishes, it's so, what did you say? It's so, okay. He said it's, I can't, something is wrong and my system is freezing. All right, once I'm able to go back to that message, I'll read it. For some reason, it's frozen, and I can't seem to get access to that message. But let's come here. Clinton is calling from Bori. Clinton, welcome. What is on your mind?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I want to commend the statement of Petroan, because we've been complaining about the slow pace of work on that element section of the East-West Road.
Okay.
It's very bad. There is no way that you will tell us that refinery is working optimally and that road is still bad, because how do they transport the product? So I think they should fast track the level of work there so that road users can use that road. It's even dangerous transporting that product, that volatile product on the road. That is bad. So I think the federal government should fast track that work there. But On the issue of the National Assembly lamenting the slow number of capital projects in the budget, that is good as well. We want this kind of project imputed in our budget so that's the only way we can really benefit from the government. So I want to commend the National Assembly for being proactive and taking their time to review the budget. Again, it goes back to show that in Rivers State here, where we didn't have such opportunity, the kind of things we are lacking, because you cannot pass a budget of the state so swiftly without even looking at the details. Representatives, my own representative, was it there? Do I even know what is in the budget? How does it affect me? So I think that these are the things we should look at Nigeria as Rivers people and condemn when things are done wrongly. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Let's come here. And Ida is calling from Nkoro. Ida, welcome. Yeah, good afternoon.
So do you have national like one representing me?
Is it? He said if you have National Assembly, what do you mean by that?
Whatever budget, whatever thing they are putting in the budget.
No. You can't tell me to listen. I've not understood what you're saying, because if you're saying you don't have a National Assembly, I wonder what you mean by that. So can you?
When you're representing me, Canada, just like you're representing Nigerian for now.
Okay.
You are calling, I will call your name.
Okay.
At least, nothing will talk. But these people, you will call them from morning till night, even if they have problems. That's how you see them, they will come. Give canopy. I don't know, this year I've told them myself, at 2027, if I want to vote for you, give my money. Then when you're going, go. I don't want to see you. About the East-West food, David Omari give us deadline. Hard deadline. We didn't say anything there. We stop at thoughts and everything. People are speaking malaria now. God, it's tough. Please, David Omari, all the contractors come and do work for us.
All right.
They are sorry for that road.
Right.
Thank you, Canada.
All right, thank you, Ida. Thank you very much. Jude from Amuma, welcome. Jude, what's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
On my mind is National Assembly unhappy with the poor implementation of 2024 budget. And you ask, how does it affect us in Rivers State, or how do we refer it to what is happening in Rivers State? Yes. I commend the National Assembly for what they have done. I think it's part of what they call oversight duties. Now in Rivers State, the budget of 2024, I don't know whether the House of Assembly ever have done oversight.
No, the Victor Okojumbo part of that assembly did mention that they did an oversight function, and they reviewed the 2024 budget, and they're impressed by the fact that there was a 100% implementation.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
They have done oversight.
Okay.
But that means if they have done oversight, it has not affected us now, because the National Assembly is only there to approve budget, and the execution of the budget lies in the hand of the executive. So that means in the local government, the executive, the governor, has earmarked or has put up projects in every local government I would think about in Rivers State, and he has gone ahead to execute majority of them. So in that case, it has not even affected us, and we cannot say without the state assembly, we're at the wrong track.
All right then.
So I commend the National Assembly for what they've done,
All right.
and the River State should follow suit.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, George from Buguma. Welcome, George. What's on your mind?
Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
In as much as we commend the National Assembly, what is good for the Uganda is also good for the goods, whatever how they put it. You see, when you are trying to make a comparison of that of River State House of Assembly, you are not looking at the past where the 20th December judgment from the court saying that at a time here in the state, the former governor has 6 House members
who deliberated and run the House of Assembly, pass budget, do so many things.
Judge, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to go into that conversation with you. Because if you're going to go Judge, no, we're not reminding, Judge, we're not reminding on this show. Because while that State High Court said what it said, it also said therein that the matter is before a higher court, and so it cannot, the reason why it dismissed the case is that it cannot deliberate on such an issue until the matters before higher courts are resolved. So I will not now take that. No, Judge, listen. I would not go into that conversation with you. If you think that's the case, fine, but that's not where I'm going to. I'm not going to draw political or legal lines. The question is, could we have had better representation? That's the question. It has nothing to do with the political happenings in Rivers State. So please, let's not go there. I'm drawing the line what his name, Felix Moka, would do. All right.
The National Assembly should do whatever is good for the interest of the nation. And because whenever they come out with issues that would better the masses, I think we have nothing to, in return, give to them than to say kudos. Because that is why they are there. Each of them is a representative of a constituency of people. So I think they are there to bring back home the dividends that will also, in turn, better the lives of the people. So anything less than that, I think it is not worth representing. Thank you. God bless.
All right, thank you. I've got Bright from Rumodumaya. Bright, welcome.
Thank you, Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Concerning the increase in tariff, before now, if you recharge 200 naira, before you know it, it will become 100 naira, maybe by usage. So that increase has been there already, maybe let's say spiritually. So they want to come out physical now by implementing it or letting the public know that they want to increase tariff, or tariffs have been increased. Then for the budget, see a whole National House of Assembly of I think about 300 and something persons nationwide that are being represented by their own people can complain of things of such. If you bring it back to Rivers State, out of 31 or 32 House of Assembly, only 3 that has been looking to Rivers State budget. At the end of the day, the government have told you that they have implemented 100% after all the donations to churches, communities, and so on. Those ones, are they part of the budget? When budget was presented, are they captured in the budget? So that is what the kind of system we find ourselves in Nigeria. More especially when it comes to state. Your state wants to maybe have 1 or 2 persons that will be House of Assembly members so that he can maybe control the budget or spend whenever he wants to spend. So kudos to National House of Assembly. I believe that state will also sit up.
All right.
To do the needful.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria will have a better. Nigeria will be a better place.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've got Lawson from Yanigua. Lawson, welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Kalada, thank you so much. By the way, honestly, you are a very good media man. I believe I compare you to those. Let's
not compare. Lawson. Let's not do that, please. Continue with your thoughts. Let's not do that.
No problem. I will not go there. The truth of the matter is that these are the things we are talking about. People cannot oversight a budget that is meant for 32 constituencies. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Honestly, if people can't do that, when they came out, the Okojobo-led assembly came out and said,
Lawson. See, I'm not about the numbers, right? I'm not particular about whether it's 27 or whether it's 2. I'm particular about the process, even if it is 2 people who did it, right? I'm not the lawyer, I'm not the courts, I'm not any of that, so I'm not going to determine which is the authentic, and I've said it on the show before. But I'm more bothered about the process. So you see, in an attempt to pass the 2025 budget, they are now taking a look at the 2024 budget that's at the national level, and they are saying, hey, looking at the 2024, Ona no do well, oh. I am make ona do like this, and that's the conversation. Did we do the same in terms of processing the budget in Rivers State? That's the question. It's not about numbers now. It's not about 27 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
That is what we are saying.
Okay.
The National Assembly, if you look at it, they are friends to the president. They are majority APC members. But look at what they are saying. Because they all did their oversight function, and the oversight function, they were able to know that the budget was not implemented, the implementation was poor. And they are saying it. They are not even playing politics about it. They are saying it, and they are looking at ways, you understand, which they can see how the executive can improve on the implementation of the budget. It is only through the full implementation that the people will begin to feel this so-called benefits of democracy.
All right.
So I like that kind of politics.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
you are friends, but sometimes the truth is told.
Okay. All right.
And as for the telecommunication, let's be fair now. Every other thing has gone up. Every other thing has gone up. Only have not gone up anywhere.
All right.
Still paying the same rate.
Lawson, I've got to go.
Same rate, and look at the price of diesel. Do you know how much they spend trying to keep up with these services?
All right.
Lawson.
All right, let them improve. Let them improve, you say. I've got Gift from Yenegua. Gift is waiting. Now, Gift, let's get your thoughts, please.
Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Just oppose this to the one of River States. What a wonderful topic. I laugh. Kalada, from any of the lens that you want to wear this afternoon to look at what is playing out, you cannot escape it. Kalada, the truth of the matter is this. The River State issue, as far as I'm concerned, and anyone who cares to listen, there's nothing like anybody carrying out a kind of budget that one can project or whatever. No. It's to be that scam. He used a particular phrase, a word, that I am loyal to the governor, and asked me where are they doing this from. Inside of government.
Sorry. You see why I don't want to play politics. You're talking about loyalty. We've also had the Senate president pledge loyalty to the president. We've also heard the Speaker of the House of Reps pledge loyalty. So it's not no gift. Gift. Understand? It's not about loyalty.
Are you getting me? These are people who are claiming, even when the Senate president made a particular comment, they were all over abusing this man, talking about how he's loyal to Mr. President. So, with the information on ground right now, what I'm telling you, there's no way you will tell me who should be oversighting that they carried out. And claim man that our court has already described as forum, that is the truth. No lower court can have done what
all right, Gifts.
Appeal court has stated.
You're going back to the court. I don't want to go to the court, please.
There's no budget in River State.
All right.
That is the truth, and it is not bitter.
All right, thank you, Gifts.
Continue to tell them the truth. That is why they cannot carry out oversight function.
Okay.
This National Assembly can cry out with the friendship, just like Martin was telling you, Clinton was telling you. Look at what they are doing, standing on the ground, telling the president.
All right, Gift, I've got to go. All right, thank you. Okay, Miriam from Okrika, welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Thank you. Kelly, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Miriam.
Yeah, the last story, the one you talked about, was it the SGF, the General of the Federation, the airline.
Okay. The one I mentioned in passing, I said the federal government. I would have to go back to find out who actually made that statement.
Yeah, and the federal government debunked it.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of mistake that would be. You know, the Sergeant is almost like the hand of the king, and you should know everything. And how will he make a mistake?
Okay, are you talking of the one from yesterday? The person who made the statement yesterday, was it the day before? That person was a permanent secretary, Ministry of Aviation. He made that statement was it yesterday or the day before? That's Dr. Ibrahim Abubakar Kanan. That was the one who made the statement.
Okay.
He said that he said his deployment was to one of the visions, was to ensure the materialization or to bring to reality the national.
I would have, maybe if it was, I would have said, okay, don't get to this. Well, it's fine. Look at the story. The whole story will come out eventually.
Okay.
But maybe let me look at the National Assembly talking about the capital projects that were not completed or not. Look, for me, just like medicine after death. But let me ask this question, KDB. Have they approved the 2025 budget yet?
No, it's still being looked at.
Okay, fine. If that's the case, fine. We'll let them look at the 2024 as well. But trying to compare it with the River State budget, well, ours has been approved. That is to say they've done all their oversight functions and they've seen that everything in the 2024 has been completed. For whoever that is not satisfied, the relevant places to go and relate your grievances and find things out. But it's all good, KDB. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Innocent from Roommate. Innocent, welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, Canada, good afternoon. Yeah, I want to talk about the issue of budget oversight in the National Assembly as compared to River State. Actually, you know that the National Assembly is a different scenario altogether.
Okay.
Yes, there is oversight there, you may say, because of the population or the number of the representatives. But that of the scholars will be talking about comparison. It's a different scenario altogether. I don't think there is any comparison.
But Innocent, the budget has been passed, so whatever settlement from courts that will eventually happen, sorry?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The budget has been passed. So even if it is 2 or 3 persons that are doing the oversight, I don't think it's a problem.
No. I mean, if you listen to yourself, you said oversight is being done because of numbers, and you're now saying oversight is not being done in River State because of the political crisis, which I agree with. And so we're not focused on the oversight not being done. We're not worried about, we're not particular about whether they are 5 or 10 or 20 or 50. That's not our concern. How many people are there? We're saying, was the process duly followed? Except you're making excuses to say because there are 3 members in the Victor Okujumbo-led assembly, and so they could not go through the extensive review of the budget. If that's what you're saying, then there's a difference.
Okay. So are we not saying that because there are 2 or 3 that the state budget should not be passed?
That's not my question.
The fact that there are 2 or 3, they have to do what they can.
Oh, okay.
But the issue is that
have to do what they
are
can.
representing the state, and the government work must go on in the state.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. So you can't compare 2 persons with 300 persons in the National Assembly. I don't think they are the same issue.
Okay. All right. So I get you. So because there are not many, is saying that we should cut them some slack and allow them to do what they can. Do you agree? Chima from Rumokuta, welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Canada.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Canada, I understand that, initially Africans believe that we'll be delivered by what they call democracy. But because of our diverse nature in thinking everything, democracy is beginning to become an abuse to Africa. Now, even as in that, we are seeing the beauty of democracy. That is why you're talking about National Assembly. Before they could begin to sit down and talk about the new one, what happened to the old one? And the oversight there is that some persons there might have cried that in last one, what you said about my community was not covered. My state was not done. This was not done. That is the reason why they might have gone to that level. I don't know whether you're getting me.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the River Assembly, as you say, we should compare. Now, it is apart from the budget, this one they call Assembly, have they passed any other bill again? Have you had them start any time again to say we are doing that, we are doing that?
Are you talking for the year 2025, or are you looking at 2024 as a year? Which is it?
I am talking about generally the assembly as it is
now.
now.
Of course, they had other bills they passed in 2024. I can't remember the names now, but they had other bills they passed. We reported it in our news.
The bill they passed is when Martins Amewule, they were passing a bill, saying that they maybe when they should be arrested,
they had other bills.
No,
They had other bills. I'm not even going to go into the argument. They had other bills.
Okay, no, let's not forget about that. But what am I saying? Essence is that you can see the beauty of democracy. Now you see that a project was passed, and within 24 hours, it was signed into law, which means there was no oversight about anything concerning the last budget. They didn't even do anything. So that was why maybe if you look at it, you say these people are actually playing there.
Right.
I am trying to manage my word here because I don't want to get you angry because you said we should look at it as it is and nobody is talking about authentic or not authentic. But what we're talking about here is that now, what is the joy about the democracy that we are facing now in River State? I could just sit down here from morning till night and I will be crying.
All right.
Because I do not have what it takes as in democracy.
All right, Chima.
Now, if you come in the side of the tariff in the score, then I said, me as I am here, I am a patriotic Nigerian. Even I do not have money. But I believe that whatever you need to do to make things right, do it. Because I know if right things are being done, one day we are going to get it right. Because other countries that have gotten it right, their taxation in their place is excessively much, which you can testify. I have not traveled before, but I have heard stories. All
right, Tim, I've got to go. Thank you very much. This one says, Canada, when will the Port Harcourt refinery start operation? God day, Teme is asking. But the refinery is working. We hear it's working. But then you went ahead to say Telcoms, he said they are all criminals. What do you mean by that? Siphoning my money since 1st December 2024. Why coming now to tell Nigerians about the increment? We're used to it already. God, they tell me that one. You shouldn't have called them criminals. Come on now. This one says, I've been hearing about the Lament East-West Road since 2017. How many administrations have come and gone, but nothing has been done? It is really sad. Honestly, let them do the needful. You earlier said that you're Okechukwu texting from Rumokoro. What all Nigerians want is quality network from these telecommunication companies. The removal of fuel subsidy has affected all businesses nationwide, so I'm not surprised by this news. 40 to 50% increment would be okay. All right, thank you very much, Okechukwu. This one says, it is very unfortunate that the LMA axis of the East-West Road, it's still a recurring decimal now for politicians across the nation to make personal gains with. Budgets earmarked on that part of the road, it's now a national cake, and so its completion will take a divine intervention. Aside the East-West Road, another has been in line on same political gains for politicians, and that is the Okrika Port Harcourt Bridge on Route Borokri axis of Port Harcourt. Are there any national legislators in these areas? If there are, what is their work as legislators of the area? Kelvin Iobu Frank in Port Harcourt is asking that question. All right, let's come here. This one says, how he be? He said, why are your... All right, I get you. He said, someone is asking, why are you people angry? Why are you people angry? Someone is asking. But anyways, let's move on. This one says, National Assembly cry out poor implementation of 2024 budget. This is the first time I have heard of National Assembly complaining. The tariff increase has been made before. They cut money while making call and data charging is something else. Well, the economic situation affects everyone. If they increase, it would make the telecommunications give better services to Nigerians. I would be grateful. And I take Clinton West with that one. And this one says, the proposed tariff increase by the telecommunications companies at this time when Nigerians are passing through hunger and poor economic policies is worrisome. Hence, I call on the federal government to ensure that this tariff increase does not see the light of day. But I agreed to increase tariff, but you went ahead to say also the National Assembly should ensure that oversighting and proper scrutiny of the budgets before passage is carried out to avert this situation where what is on the paper is not what is on ground. Woike Odinaka from Elele. All right, let's come here. This one says, it says, with my observation, they have increased tariff because the way airtime and data finishes, it's so alarming, Ezekiel Isaiah. This one says, good afternoon. Poor implementation of 2024 budget. Are you saying they were not aware or they want to divert Nigerians with this their usual act of poor or no implementation of anything that will benefit Nigerians from Dumale D Monday? Okay. Let's come here. This one says, it is indeed unfortunate that despite the hardships facing Nigerians, federal government is still busy approving the increase of tariffs by telecoms. For me, this is pure definition of wickedness. Christian Williams from Igbo. Now, this one says, poor implementation of 2024 budget National Assembly. Man of the people, this is an indictment on Tinubu's government. Trust me, in the next 24 to 48 hours, you will hear another news that the National Assembly was quoted out of context. Malik with that one. This one says, LOKDB, for me, National Assembly complaining about 2024 is a joke. They tell the president, they say the president policy is working, things are changing, while no capital project was executed. So who's fooling who? Am I from your faith? They did not say no capital, they say enough wasn't executed. There's a difference now, right? This one says, I don't trust that National Assembly news. Lie. This National Assembly that said everything the president does is the best. This National Assembly that sang on your mandate for the president. No. Akpabio might later refute that news because Tinubu can be wrong in an Akpabio-led assembly. As for Umahi, he should first apologize for deceiving us that all the roads would be good before December last year. All right. By the way, I think he was in town to look at that road himself, and that's where he made the statement saying, hey, the contractors are not giving us what we want, despite giving them a substantive sum. But let's come here. This says, Happy New Year to you all. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government and Minister of Roads. Who is Minister of Roads? You mean Minister of Works, right? But he said, do get the east-west road repaired, or how would you lift fuel from the Port Harcourt refineries? Why does the goose that lays the golden eggs for Nigeria, why have they been without proper road for decades? Goodness is asking. And then finally, this one says, good afternoon, Canada. On the Rivers budget, it is good that it has been passed. However, the governor should pay the Sachs Ignatius Ejiri University staff best in Port Harcourt. Let's come here now and let's ask some more questions. 92.3 Nigerian for your name and location, your contribution.
Olo, calling from Mumbai.
All right, Olo Lucky, welcome. Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. I wonder if you can hear me. All right, network issues there. 92.3 Nigerian for your name and location, your contribution.
Yeah, hi, Canada. Good evening.
Yeah, greetings to you. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Mufasa on the line.
All right, Mufasa, welcome. It's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think this is the first time we're speaking this year, so Happy New Year will be in order.
Yeah, Happy New Year is in order. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, the National Assembly not happy with the way the 2024 budget was executed and all of that. There was a message you read, I won't be surprised if Akpabio comes out in the next 24, 48 hours to say they were quoted out of context. It was still on the same budget matter that a senator from the north, Abdulmumi Ningi, came out to make an allegation that some items in the budget that were not even attended to, was still in the budget, and it was suspended. The same National Assembly that had the opportunity to grill the president sang on your mandate we shall stand, which for me, it was, was very absurd that people were elected to check the essence of the executive arm of government. We are together singing on your mandate we shall stand. So for me, whatever they are saying is a facade. It doesn't really, I'm not excited because both the National Assembly and the executive arm of government, they are one and the same. Until I begin to see them show sincerity of purpose and intention of what they are doing, I won't take them seriously.
All right.
Well, I would say that the hike in tariff proposal, Canada, Nigeria is the only country that anything that goes up doesn't come down. Everything. We are paying so much for everything. So now they are telling us about very soon tariff will go up. As I speak with you, I know it has already gone up. So they just call me to tell us that we should brace up. Maybe by tomorrow we hear that another item or services or thereabout will go up 100%. But This is the country we find ourselves. Everything that goes up doesn't come down. That's my position.
All right. Thank you very much, Mufasa. Thank you for your thoughts. In a couple of minutes, it will be time for the business update, so we'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk some more. So please do stay tuned.